Did you know that the way you urinate after 70 could reveal how long you'll live? It might sound surprising, but doctors say your bladder health holds hidden clues about your longevity. So, what is your body trying to tell you? Meet Mr. Harris, a 78-year-old retired teacher who had always been active and independent. But recently, he noticed something odd. He was waking up multiple times a night just to use the bathroom. At first, he brushed it off as just another part of aging. "It's normal, right?" he told himself. But then, something happened that changed his perspective forever. One evening, he was out with his friends at a cafe when, suddenly, he felt an urgent need to go. He rushed to the restroom, but once he got there, nothing happened. He stood there for minutes, struggling to start. Confused and frustrated, he finally made an appointment with his doctor. That visit revealed a shocking truth about his health, one that could have a major impact on how long he would live. Mr. Harris is not alone. Many people over 70 experience changes in their urination habits, but few realize that these small signs could be early warnings of bigger health problems. In today's video, we'll uncover 6 urination habits that reveal your longevity and what you can do to stay healthier for years to come. Let's dive in. Habit 1. Frequent nighttime urination, nocturia. Mrs. Linda, a 74-year-old grandmother, always prided herself on being full of energy. But lately she had noticed something troubling. She was waking up 3, sometimes even 4 times a night just to use the bathroom. At first she laughed it off, telling her daughter, "Well, I guess this is just what happens when you get old." But as the weeks went by, she started feeling exhausted during the day, struggling to focus, and even getting dizzy when she stood up too quickly. Something didn't feel right. One afternoon, while visiting her doctor for a routine checkup, she casually mentioned her frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. The doctor's expression changed. He explained that waking up to urinate so often wasn't just about aging. It could be a warning sign of underlying health issues. Nocturia, he told her, is often linked to heart problems, kidney dysfunction, or even early signs of diabetes. When the heart struggles to pump blood efficiently, fluid builds up in the lower body during the day and is released at night when lying down, leading to excessive urination. Likewise, kidney issues can prevent the body from properly filtering fluids, and diabetes can make the body produce more urine to get rid of excess sugar. Shocked by this revelation, Mrs. Linda decided to take action. She started monitoring her water intake, cutting down on caffeine in the evenings, and adjusting her diet to support kidney and heart health. But most importantly, she followed her doctor's advice and underwent further tests, revealing that her blood sugar levels were higher than normal. By catching this early, she was able to make lifestyle changes before things got worse. After just a few months of improved habits, she noticed a dramatic difference: fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, deeper sleep, and more energy during the day. Frequent nighttime urination is something many seniors ignore, but it could be a silent warning that the body is struggling with a bigger issue. If you or a loved one find yourselves waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, don't just accept it as normal aging. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you, because early action can mean the difference between a longer, healthier life or serious health complications down the road. Habit 2. Struggling to start or weak flow. Mr. George, a 76-year-old retired mechanic, had always been a patient man, except when it came to using the bathroom. For years, he noticed that every time he stood in front of the toilet, he had to wait longer than usual for his urine to start flowing. And when it did, The stream was weak and slow. He laughed it off, joking with his friends. "Guess my engine takes a while to warm up these days." But deep down, he found it frustrating. One day, during a routine checkup, his doctor asked if he had been experiencing any urinary issues. Mr. George hesitated, but eventually admitted the truth. The doctor's response was serious. This could be a sign of an enlarged prostate. He explained that as men age, the prostate can grow and press against the urethra, making it harder for urine to pass through. If left untreated, it could lead to bladder infections, kidney damage, or even complete urinary blockage. Shocked, Mr. George decided to take action. His doctor recommended some lifestyle changes: staying active, drinking enough water but avoiding too much caffeine, and eating more foods rich in antioxidants. He also started monitoring his prostate health more closely. Within a few months, he noticed an improvement. The wait time at the toilet shortened, and he no longer felt the constant urge to go. For men, a weak or delayed urine flow is often the first sign of prostate issues. But women aren't immune to this problem either. Bladder dysfunction or weak pelvic muscles can cause similar struggles. Catching these signs early and seeking medical advice can prevent serious complications. If you notice that your urination isn't as strong or consistent as it used to be, don't ignore it. Your body is speaking to you. Listen before it's too late. Habit 3. Sudden urges that are hard to control. Mrs. Margaret, an 80-year-old retired librarian, used to love her afternoon walks in the park and meeting friends for tea. But over time, she started turning down invitations. It wasn't because she didn't enjoy socializing. She was just too afraid she wouldn't make it to a restroom in time. It started gradually. She'd feel a sudden intense urge to urinate, sometimes out of nowhere. She'd rush to the bathroom, but sometimes she didn't make it in time. The fear of an accident made her anxious, and soon she found herself avoiding outings altogether. One day, while shopping with her daughter, she had to drop everything and run to the nearest restroom. That was the moment she realized she needed help. After speaking with her doctor, she learned that she had an overactive bladder, OAB, a condition where the bladder muscles contract involuntarily, causing frequent and urgent needs to urinate. What shocked her most was the hidden dangers of OAB, like increased fall risks from rushing to the bathroom at night, as well as the mental toll of avoiding social activities. But her doctor reassured her that she wasn't alone and that simple changes could help. Mrs. Margaret started bladder training exercises, reduced caffeine and alcohol, and practiced Kegel exercises to strengthen her pelvic floor muscles. Within a few months, she noticed a big improvement. Fewer accidents, more confidence, and a return to the activities she loved. An overactive bladder isn't just an inconvenience. It can seriously impact a senior's quality of life and even lead to dangerous falls. The good news? Bladder muscles can be trained just like any other muscle. If you or someone you love struggles with sudden, uncontrollable urges, don't suffer in silence. There are ways to take back control and enjoy life without fear. Habit 4. Dark or cloudy urine. Mr. Thomas, a 72-year-old retired school principal, had always been in good health, or so he thought. He never paid much attention to his urine. To him, it was just a normal part of life. But one afternoon, as he stepped out of the bathroom, his curious 6-year-old grandson Joey asked, "Grandpa, why is your pee so dark?" At first, Mr. Thomas chuckled and brushed it off. But later that evening he started thinking, why was his urine darker than usual? He remembered seeing it look cloudy some days, but he had always assumed it was nothing serious. The next time he went to the bathroom, he took a closer look. It wasn't just dark. It had a strong smell, too. A little concerned, he mentioned it at his next doctor's appointment. What happened next shocked him. The doctor ran some tests and explained that dark or cloudy urine could be a sign of dehydration, liver issues, or even an infection. In Mr. Thomas's case, his blood tests revealed early signs of kidney stress. His body wasn't flushing out toxins properly. The doctor told him that urine is like a window into your health. A healthy urine color should be pale yellow, like lemonade. Dark, cloudy, or strong-smelling urine could mean dehydration, a urinary tract infection, or even problems with the liver filtering toxins. Determined to turn things around, Mr. Thomas started drinking more water, cut back on processed foods, and added more fresh fruits and vegetables to his diet. Within weeks, his urine returned to a healthy color, and he felt more energetic than he had in years. Many seniors ignore changes in their urine, not realizing that it could be an early warning sign of bigger health problems. If you notice dark, cloudy, or strong-smelling urine, don't wait. Your body is trying to tell you something. Staying hydrated and eating a balanced diet can make a huge difference in your long-term health and help you live a longer, healthier life. Habit 5. Blood in urine, even once. Mrs. Rose, a 75-year-old grandmother of 4, had always been strong and independent. One evening, after using the bathroom, she noticed something strange, a pinkish tint in her urine. It caught her by surprise, but she quickly dismissed it. Maybe it's something I ate, she thought. Since she felt fine otherwise, she didn't give it a second thought. Months passed, and she went about her daily life as usual. But over time, she started feeling more fatigued. She also noticed occasional lower back pain, which she assumed was just part of aging. It wasn't until a year later, during a routine checkup, that her doctor asked a simple question. Have you ever noticed blood in your urine? Mrs. Rose hesitated, but finally admitted, just once, but that was a long time ago. Her doctor immediately ordered tests. The results shook her to her core. She had early-stage bladder cancer. If she had come in sooner, she might have caught it even earlier. The doctor explained that blood in urine is never normal. Even if it happens just once and goes away, it could be a warning sign of bladder cancer, kidney disease, or a serious infection. In many cases, these conditions can be treated if detected early, but ignoring them can be life-threatening. Mrs. Rose began treatment right away. She wished she had listened to her body earlier, but she was grateful for the chance to fight back. Her story is a reminder. If you ever notice blood in your urine, even just once, don't ignore it. The earlier you act, the better your chances of protecting your health and extending your life. Your body gives you signals. Pay attention before it's too late. Habit 6. Strong, foul-smelling urine. Mr. Albert, a 79-year-old retired mechanic, had always prided himself on being in good health. He stuck to his routine, drinking the same amount of water every day and eating the same meals he had for years. But recently, something felt off. His urine had developed a strong, almost foul smell. At first he ignored it, assuming it was nothing. One afternoon, his daughter Emily visited and noticed something unusual. "Dad, have you been drinking enough water? I noticed the bathroom smells a little different," she asked gently. Mr. Albert brushed it off, but Emily wasn't convinced. She insisted he get checked, and after some hesitation he agreed. At the doctor's office, Mr. Albert was in for a shock. His test results showed that his kidneys weren't filtering waste as efficiently as they should. The strong odor was a sign that his body was struggling with dehydration and possibly a developing urinary tract infection, UTI. The doctor explained that a sudden change in urine odor can be linked to kidney issues, metabolic disorders, or even undiagnosed diabetes. Certain foods, like asparagus or coffee, can cause temporary changes, but a persistent foul smell is a red flag. From that day forward, Mr. Albert made simple but powerful changes. He increased his water intake, added more fruits and vegetables to his diet, and cut back on processed foods. Within weeks, the strong odor disappeared, and he felt more energized. Many older adults overlook changes in urine smell, but it's an important sign of overall health. If you notice a persistent, strong, or foul-smelling urine, don't ignore it. Your body is trying to tell you something. Listen before it's too late. Conclusion. Your body speaks to you in subtle ways, and your urination habits are one of the most important signals of your health after 70. From frequent nighttime trips to sudden urges and unusual smells, these changes can reveal hidden health risks. The good news? Paying attention and acting early can help you live longer and healthier. So, which habit surprised you the most? If you learned something new today, comment 9 below. But if you already knew all of this, comment 0. Let's see how many of you are ahead of the game. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.